Okay, guys, before we get started, I just wanted to give you guys personally a shout out to all my subscribers that has helped the channel grow as much as it has. I know I'm a little speck of sand in the YouTube world, but man, you guys really make me feel larger than life, and that is not to be taken lightly. I really greatly appreciate all of you guys for subscribing to the channel in the past year. It's grown more than I thought it would. So a little over a year ago, I started the channel. I was already about halfway done with a Top Gun John boat. I had almost given up on the boat at one point. There was some good and bad things going on in my life, and the boat had constantly been worked on and put on the back burner. And a year ago, I just dedicated to building the boat and documenting it and holding myself accountable to just try to put out some videos on some of the cool things or what I thought was cool that I was doing at the John boat build. And the channel's just kind of taken off from there. And so now it has a whole another purpose. If you can't tell from the videos, man, I put everything I got into this John boat. And it is my outlet, it is my escape, it is my creative expression. And I want to continue on that path with this channel, but I'm glad to help people. So, I appreciate the messages and the feedback that I get. I appreciate everybody that's subscribed to this point and supported the channel and me doing what I'm doing. It makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. So thank you guys greatly for that. With that being said, this video is going to be about the future of the channel. I've got an announcement on something I want to do, channel related, and then also we're going to talk a little bit about build number 2. And I would love to have you guys' feedback, comments, and suggestions. You can just leave those down below. I'm going to lay out a couple options as far as build number 2 is concerned, a couple different paths I can go down, and we'll just try to navigate down the one that works best, obviously for me, but also what you guys want to see. So thank you guys so much. That's what this video is about. I appreciate it greatly. Stay tuned. The first announcement I'd like to make to you guys would be that I'm going to start a new video series on my channel that I am titling Small Boat Shorts. The Small Boat Shorts video series came about for a couple of reasons. Number one, because my boat build is as detailed as it is, there is a lot of stuff in this boat that you guys don't get to see in my step-by-step videos. My step-by-step videos have been on some of the bigger portions of the boat build, but there's a lot of meat left on the bone when it's all said and done as far as this boat's concerned. Also, I get that, not everybody has the time in their day to watch a 2-part video series with each video 20 to 25 minutes to learn a technique or a modification that I'm doing on my John boat. So what I want to do with the Small Boat Shorts videos, kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone. It will be utilized for me to show you guys different things in my boat that don't have a full video on, or it will allow me to touch on things I've already done, but in a more brief method. And my whole goal with the Small Boat Shorts video series is just to do a video. I would really love it to be around 5 minutes. Definitely under 10 minutes, but I want to try to keep it around that 5-minute mark. Just for guys that when I post it, you see it and you're able to watch it and hopefully take something away from it. It'll just be quick tidbits of information. I'll cover things in this boat. We might do tool talk. We might just do some other things boat related. But that video series is going to be called Small Boat Shorts. And the very first episode I will upload directly after this video. So you could go ahead and just check that out and give me some feedback on if you want to see more of it. But I think it'll be cool, man, because like I said, there's just a lot to be filmed that I haven't done. So and then I think that the time parameter will work out really good for you guys. So anyhow, it's something I'm looking forward to. So stay tuned for that. I'll put them all in a playlist. So, and hopefully I can do more of those because when I'm doing the step-by-step videos, the last one I did was struts. That was 3 or 4 hours of actually working on the boat and filming to make a 20-minute video. So it really takes a lot out of me. So I think that the short series will help me get more stuff out, and then also again touch on other things in the boat that have not been touched on. So that's the first thing that I'd like to announce, channel related. Okay, number 2 is actually boat build number 2. The cat's out of the bag. I'm going to build another John boat. Yay, says my wife. Sorry, babe. But yeah, we're gonna do a boat number 2, and I've got a couple options, so I'm gonna lay them out to you in order, and I'm gonna touch on the pros and cons of each option. Ultimately, guys, the decision is gonna be mine, but I would love your feedback. Option 3 may not necessarily be an option, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out there. But it's probably gonna be option 1 or option 2. But yes, I'm going to build another boat. Top Gun 1 is almost done and is going to be on to Top Gun 2. I plan on fishing out of this boat into the summer and into the fall. And this fall, when football season starts, that's around the time that I will start on boat build number 2, Top Gun John Boat 2. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and lay the options out, and let's discuss that. Okay, so option number 1 would be a personal build. This option is an option because I really want an ultralight. I really would love to have, and I've looked at 8-footers, but 8 to 12 foot, probably 10 foot, ultralight, strictly business, guys. I'm not talking about all the pretty things you see in this boat. It would be if it doesn't affect fishability, performance, then it does not go in the boat. So this boat, what I would think would be a super ultra light foam, plastic, PVC, 16th aluminum. I'd like to try some new materials I haven't used before and really try to make a boat as light as I can make it. Something I could stick in the back of my truck bed and carry to. We've got a lot of little creeks and rivers in Georgia where I live that you just can't get a trailered boat down to. But you could park on the side of the road and walk it down if you could get to it. But it's got to be a light boat. So I'm thinking ultra light. I really know I could use it and fish out of it. The downside to it is I've just got all this into this boat. I really don't need another boat, to be honest with you. Could I use it? Yeah. Could I talk myself into it? Yeah. Do I really need it? Probably not. Would my wife go for it? Well, I'm sure we could talk her into it. But you know, more money for another boat. I don't know. I don't know, guys. So, but that is an option because obviously we're going to do something. So, ultralight, 8 to 12 footer. Something to go in the back of the truck, and something me and a friend could hop out of the truck, pull it out of the bed, and carry it down to the river or a creek, or even raid some ponds on some farms or golf courses. I don't know. But that's option number 1. Option number 2 for the boat build is that I do something very similar to Top Gun 1 with Top Gun 2. We find another 14 footer. It could be a 12 footer. Basically, I wouldn't go over 14. I would do a 12 or a 14. It could be flat bottom or it could be V-hull, 1436, 1432. I mean, whatever works. I would literally build a very popular style boat. I would mod it out the way that I want to do it, similar to this build probably, but I've learned a lot from this build. So we would obviously change some things. I've got some design elements in my head of what I would do on the next one. I've got some color schemes. Again, I've got some materials that I'd like to utilize that I haven't used yet. A lot of creative energy flowing in my head as far as what I would do if I were to build another one. Is anything going to be as crazy as this one? I don't know, man. This thing's been a pain in the neck. So I don't know if it'll be that crazy. But I got some ideas to make a pretty cool boat. I'd like to, again, I said I want to start it in the fall. So I'd like to do a 6 or 7 month build. I don't know how guys build boats in like a month. I really don't. With my work schedule, a wife and kids, there's just no way that's ever happening for me. So if I could start in like August or September and have it done by January or February, I'd be super, super happy. So the cool thing with going this route would be, which I haven't told you, is I would sell the boat. So I would buy a common size boat, like a 14-foot John that most everybody would utilize or use. And then we would do a full build of it. I would document from start to finish, unlike this boat, because this boat was halfway done when I started my channel. We go start to finish, document the entire thing so you know it would be done right. And then it will be up for sale. I'm not looking to charge bass boat prices. I'm not really looking to make a ton of my labor back. So somebody would get a really, really tricked out, awesome John boat for a very, very fair market price. And you would know that the boat was built right because the entire build would be documented and on YouTube. So that is option number 2. I go out and buy a boat, V-hull or flat bottom, 12 or 14, and I kit the whole thing out, and then we just sell it to somebody that wants to purchase it upon completion of the build. That is option number 2. Okay, lastly is option number 3, which I may take off the table altogether because this could possibly get my DM box in a little bit of trouble. But option number 3 could be for somebody in my area, so that's the state of Georgia, to bring me their boat. I build their boat for them. They get it back upon completion. They pay me to do the build. It will be a client build. It'll be a contract build. Obviously, I've never done one. Option 2 and option 3 are sort of the same thing, but option 3, the owner of the boat or the purchaser of the boat would have direct involvement with what goes into the boat, and then obviously have some of the financial backing for the build. I guess the negative to option 3 is I like option 2 because it's all my own creative liberty. So if I wanted to do a pink and purple boat, I can do it and then try to sell it. Now, would anybody ever buy a pink and purple boat? I don't know, but I can do it. Option 3 kind of ties my hands a little bit for my creative ability. It'll kind of leave it up to the client. And I don't know if I'm ready for that yet, guys, to be honest with you. And at the same time, no offense to you guys, because I love all of you guys, but I don't want like a million messages in my inbox with everybody sending me a message saying they want me to build a boat, because I'm sure there's a lot of people that want me to build a boat, but this would be very serious inquiries only and involve some kind of a contract and obviously some cash up front and possibly, a boat. So that would be option 3. And again, I may take that one off the table, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out there to see if there's anybody local that's really, really interested. The other thing is my time frame, guys. I spent a lot of time on this boat, and I really don't want to be rushed. So if I were to build a boat for a client, they're just gonna have to be patient. It's not going to be a quick process. My timeline is start in August or September and have it done by January or February. So as long as that person is cool with that, then that's kind of the deal. But again, I may take this one off the table because I feel like for me to just go ahead and get the boat and me to do what I want to do, I feel that there would be a buyer out there. I could be wrong, but I feel 3 could be an option as well. So those are all the options. So we've got option 1, ultralight, personal build, goes in the back of the truck, gets in some hard to get areas. One style of build because it's an ultralight. Option 2, build a boat similar to Top Gun 1, Top Gun 2, fully decked out, fully tricked out, a lot of unique mods, and we sell the boat upon completion. Somebody gets an awesome boat for a fair price, fully documented on YouTube. Option 3, somebody comes to me with a boat, financial backing, contract, we get the boat built, we get the boat back to them upon completion, they get an awesome boat, fully documented on YouTube for a fair price. Those are the 3 options. We're going to build something this fall. I'd love your input. Leave a comment, suggestion, any input down below. And that's it, guys. That's all I've got for you. Thank you guys again so much for subscribing. And if you've stayed with me this long for viewing this video, because it's a big deal to me that you guys are in the loop on my future plans. And I love your input, because you guys are why I'm doing what I'm doing at this point. So thank you so much, and may your tiny boat bills be great.